Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, live monitor. Okay, oh, we got a problem. What's the problem? Notifications, high usage detected, CPU. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna go on Kick really quick. On TikTok right now. Okay, hello? Hello? Okay, okay, good. See, it seems like it's working, but everything seems to be a bit choppy. Desktop audio. What the heck? Wait, what's that audio? Hold on. I'm going through some. No, listen. What the heck? Oh, listen. Wait, what? Okay, it was the desktop audio, but I don't have anything ominous playing, do I? Oh, okay, that's some artwork. Oh, weird. Okay, if I put this back all the way up. Now that's weird. Hold on. I'm gonna exile of all of this. Okay, so it was just a browser. I was like, that's so creepy and that's so creepy. Okay. Sorry, I'm like using my phone and there's like a reverberate echo, and apparently there might be reverberate echo from me trying to stream on Kick too. And okay, go home. We got Kick over here. Ask me to log in. Okay. Right. Okay. Here we go. Go open my browser again. Gone. Yeah. Allow. Microphone is unmuted but has no signal. What does it mean by that? That's weird. Unmuted but has no signal. Okay, stream disconnected. Then it's reconnect. Okay. Oh, it's just the theme playing from the browser. Okay. Okay, let's do what I want to do. I want to make sure everything on Kick is everything in Kick is like working really good. Everything in Kick is like working really good. everything in Kick is like working really good. So we can get rid of that. Okay, for anybody who's watching, my name is G Toxy. Welcome to my stream. My browser is acting up right now, giving me a really, really hard time. It sucks. But today, yeah, don't mind this video stuff. I was just watching over some things. But today I thought just some computer files, all that other stuff. Stuff for videos. I want to go over this. If you don't know what this movie is, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, and I was going to make a YouTube video on it, but just haven't had time to. So I thought maybe a live reaction. Or actually, we can watch it on the website. Hold on. Let's see my media player will actually load up the video. If it does, that's good. I did load the video because I was going to edit it, but yeah, the Jehovah Witnesses, fuck these people. Honestly, I really, really, really hate them for all the distress and pain that they have put me through. So today I thought, since I have no family members who witnesses our home, to literally prevent me from doing what I want to do, we can literally go over some of their stuff today and all the bullshit. Okay, see, I know as a streamer you're supposed to have stuff organized, so we'll react to this later, and I'm gonna do Let's Ugly Ass first. Like this melted ice cream looking motherfucker. Okay, if it's gonna load, good. Don't worry, I won't keep this up for too long because I don't want to watch any of this. I'll still go for some convention stuff, but it's just normal.
We warmly welcome all of you to JW Broadcasting. This month's theme is Imitate Jehovah.
Yeah, I forgot I was on here a while ago and I was trying to watch some stuff, but I didn't want to watch at the normal speed. No, okay.
Generosity. Our program will bring us closer to our great God Jehovah. Here's a sample. What will you do in paradise? Some of our young ones share what they look forward to in the new world and how their hope draws them to Jehovah. The book of Hosea can teach us profound truths if we know how to find them. We'll explore Hosea together and learn how to dig for our own treasures. You Christian sisters are beautiful examples of compassion, self-sacrifice, humility, and so much more.
First of all, number one, I feel bad for the kids. Second of all, you want people to find truth in a Bible that's literally been misconstrued and literally been changed so many times just to fit your doctrine narrative, which is messed up. And third of all, you like literally hold these sisters, quote unquote, in such high regard, yet you don't give them any privileges, or they're not allowed to preach or give like talks like most of the men. Like they literally have these women be submissive to their husbands to the point of domestic abuse, and I've seen my fair share of it. I've seen it before. And they have a movie called What's True Love, where one of the main characters literally marries a husband that's abusive. But oh, don't worry, he's a worldly person. But still, he's abusive. He's abusive. Still was brought up in the cult. Still is abusive. And instead for just being like, oh, I'm going to leave my husband, which she was going to do in the first place, she literally decides to stay because everybody coaxes her into staying, because it's how God wants things. Because you gotta think about what God wants first, right? You gotta think about what Jehovah wants first. And it's like, how messed up is that you're gonna have literally your own family and friends literally judge you for wanting to have a divorce from somebody that's abusive. And yet everybody's trying to like literally, it's just crazy.
My
Crazy. That's all I can
browser's
say.
acting
I'm gonna
up right
continue on with
now,
this. Hold on.
giving me.
But at times, some of you may feel that others don't notice what you do. This month's music video will assure you that your brothers
You've
and
been changed
sisters
so many times
love
just to
and
fit your
appreciate you
doctrine
very much.
narrative. Oh crap, hold on. Wait. High CPU. Okay, so we got a little bit of lag. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize. Let's see what else. Damn it. Okay, here we go.
There's much to look forward to in this edition of JW Broadcast.
One more thing before I like really get into this. So, if you guys know the story behind this ugly mug, this ugly bastard, this dude is literally a monster. When I really woke up to how evil everything is within this cult, I think try to remember. I know it was his niece, and if you are EXJW started talking about it, this dude had a nephew that was gay. He's part of like the main higher ups of that cult, right? Could have changed the rules for his nephew. Instead, literally after his nephew kills himself, literally goes on to talk, saying that when he comes back, he's still got to change his ways. Still did accept his nephew after his death too. After his nephew left because he couldn't deal with it. To the point that his nephew, in his suicide note said, "When I die, don't have any witnesses to my funeral." That just proves and shows how much damage this cult and people like him really do. It's crazy. It's honestly messed up. And it seems like on TikTok we got 3 people who joined the live stream. Welcome. If you guys want to comment, say anything, you're more than welcome to. Okay, let's continue on with this. Yeah, no, I'm not.
As beloved children.
Hold on.
So, what do you imitate? In fact, very young infants have been observed imitating facial expressions. That's amazing. Makes me think of an experience I had some 40 years ago when Susan and I were in the circuit work. A sister told me that her little 5-year-old son was looking in a mirror and making various expressions with his face and eyes. His mother asked, "What are you doing?" He said, "I can't do like Brother Let. I'll never be a circuit overseer."
Yeah, good thing because like anybody, yeah, his niece literally said he doesn't have this cadence and voice and all the facial expressions. He can talk normally. He does this for the cult. Like he literally does this just to keep people intrigued and entertained in this cult. And it's like, bro, that kid already trying to imitate you. That's creepy. Like this dude is literally fucking sociopath. So I'm glad that kid is able to imitate you. You're a creepy little musty ass, bro.
Well, I'm sure he soon learned that voluminous facial expressions are not a requirement for circuit work. In fact, they could be a disadvantage.
Him literally admitting that he doesn't even need to be doing all this. He's just being extra. Get the fuck out of here.
By the way, thank you for putting up with me all these years. But how does a small child learn to walk, feed himself, and talk? He learns by imitating his parents and others. However, there's one type of imitating that does not come automatically or even easily. It's identified at Ephesians 5:1. It says, "Therefore become
I'm not
imitators
to
of God."
Scripture. I'm only here
to become an imitator of God. But it's well worth the effort, and Jehovah will help us. What blessings will we personally reap if we become an imitator of God? The greatest blessing, Jehovah will see that we're trying to be like Him, and He will love us and draw close to us. Also, the more we learn about Jehovah,
You guys prone yourself of being such great imitators of God. Why don't you release that whole entire database of pedophiles that you guys got over there at Bethel, huh? Why don't you give it to the FBI so that way they can arrest all the pedos and all those congregations you got? And say you rather pay fine every single day just to keep that secret. Really imitating God over there. Really shows how prone you are imitating your so-called God.
and strive to be like Him, the more we'll love Him, and the closer we'll draw to Him. Cultivating godly qualities will result in improved relations with others. Imitating godly qualities will make us a better person overall.
Just because you're quote unquote imitating godly qualities, it does not make you a better person. Like honestly, I hate that excuse of people saying, "Oh, I found God. I'm doing all this other stuff." They're saying it's changed my life. It makes me a better person. So blah blah blah. Instead of literally using God as an excuse to say you're becoming a better person, people can still become really good people without God being in their lives. I feel like if people say that, oh, I was a bad person before, but God helped me change my ways, it's just an excuse to literally escape from your bad behavior. Instead of just it taking accountability for the fact that, oh, I was a bad person before, but I'm learning to change my ways. I'm imperfect. But if you use the excuse that, oh, I'm trying to imitate God, and I was imperfect before, but God, through the strength of God, that I can change my ways, all this other stuff. Like, you don't really need God specifically to change the person that you want to be? So it's like to literally say that, oh, you can change your life, things would be better if you imitate God. It's like, no. People have done things that have bettered their lives without having to look to God or look to like pastors and stuff for advice. So I really am sick of this rhetoric. Let's just continue, man.
The more we're like Jehovah, the happier we'll be. That's how He created us. Those are just a few of the blessings we'll reap if we become an imitator of God. In our publications, more than 40 different qualities of Jehovah have been identified and discussed. But in this discussion, let's examine just one. We'll discuss the theme, Imitate Jehovah's Generosity.
Yes, here we go. Here we go. This is the part that I've been seeing all over YouTube. You guys watch Wally? Hold on. I was watching this dude's video yesterday. I'm gonna go on YouTube. I was watching this dude's video yesterday. EXJW thoughts, I think. Damn, my Wi-Fi slow as hell. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he was literally Wally. I love this dude's video.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
For the last 10 years, the Jehovah's Witnesses have
I was
had,
watching this dude's video, and he brings up the point that this dude literally bringing up like a prosperity gospel, saying that if you donate more to their quote unquote cult, that your life gets better, everything gets better for you. And it comes to show how they're kind of like going into like this televangelist kind of like era within the cult, and it's just crazy. And I think another part that I really got upset about, hold on. Damn. Yeah, you be talking about the plan some BS that literally has to like literally evolve this prosperity gospel and
Is
all
a
that.
wonderful, miraculous, and generous gift. Without this gift, we wouldn't be able to enjoy any of Jehovah's other marvelous blessings.
Damn.
Let's now talk about Jehovah's generosity when it comes to physical gifts. the skin
Yeah.
each month.
It's just prosperity gospel. It's literally just trying to get people to donate money and sacrifice their time to this goal. That's all it is. I'm trying to find the part. Hold on. I think, man, because I tried to look for the intro. I didn't see it. But Wally had it his video. Hold on. I hope he doesn't mind if I like clip this. Because I don't feel like the way that he had the whole entire thing set up. Because I know I saw in this man's video yesterday. And it was like they're literally using AI now. They're literally using AI in their vids. Hold on. I'm gonna stay right here where it goes to this like stuff with this kid. And fast
Able to enjoy
forward
any of
through
Jehovah's
all
other marvelous blessings. Let's now talk about Jehovah's generosity when it comes to physical gifts. Every good gift and every perfect present is from above.
Okay.
Think for a moment about the planet we live on. Jehovah created the earth as a beautiful and unique home for us. It has all the right conditions to sustain life, including the oxygen and water cycles that continually recycle essential resources. If the earth were closer to the sun, all the water would boil off and the planet would be a barren rock. Conversely, if it were farther from the sun, the water would freeze and the planet would be like an uninhabitable iceberg. Jehovah placed the earth at the perfect location, often called the Goldilocks zone. Think, too, about the marvelous gift of our human bodies. Even in our imperfect state, as mentioned at Psalm 139:14, we are wonderfully made. Isn't it brilliant how our skin is designed to heal when we cut, scrape, or bruise it? When we scratch, scrape, or dent our car, does it heal itself? Can you imagine what we would look like if every time we damaged our skin, it just stayed that way? We'd begin to look pretty rough in just a short period of time. And isn't it amazing how the skin allows water to exit the body in the form of perspiration, but at the same time, it doesn't allow water to enter the body
Here
when we
we
take a bath?
go. This is what I was talking about. They're literally using AI now. AI in their videos. And it's like, this really just shows how, I will say capitalistic, but it really just shows how this call is literally just a company overall. They could
Otherwise, we'd
have literally found a stock image of a baby, and probably just do the exact same thing without like
exit the
the
body
shower
in the
stuff
form of
and
perspiration.
everything.
But at the same time,
Instead,
it
they
doesn't allow
literally
water to
take
enter
the
the body
time
when we take a
to
bath.
add
Otherwise, we
AI,
become
AI to their video, and it's like, bro, that's crazy to me. I would have never expected this to happen from them, but it did. But yeah, just some normal brainwashing cult stuff. Talking about women and all this other stuff. But yeah, overall, when it comes to this witness stuff, the witnesses in general, all I can just say is fuck GW.org. Fuck all of this Jehovah's Witness bullshit, and that's pretty much it for the broadcast. But this is what I really wanted to get into, because I was planning on making a video on this, but I think reacting to this would probably be better. So how about we just watch this? My media player, everything is going so slow today, man. I hate this so much. Okay. Man, I did not. It's like it was working before. I had no idea what's going on. I had to update my laptop. Okay. I'll look up young people ask. Oh, never mind. Okay. Good. So I don't need that. X out that.
Back in Bible times, a young woman named Dinah got involved with bad associations. What were the consequences? Cast members of a modern-day drama we call the Bible account.
Dinah was the daughter of Jacob.
She moved along with Jacob's family to a new area.
The scriptures say that she used to go out to visit the daughters of the land.
It was a custom with her.
She was putting herself in a compromising situation.
If there's one thing I want to mention, is that it's crazy how they're using AI now. and all these like stock images and everything. But back in the day, they would literally put effort into like making like art like this just for this one film with all these people acting as the modern like interpretation of these characters and everything. It's so weird how much everything has changed, and it really shows that overall they'll do whatever it takes just to keep people in.
At some point, a Canaanite man named Shechem noticed her.
He was the most honorable man in his father's house, but he was still not a worshiper of Jehovah.
He was handsome. He had his pick of women.
But there was something about Dinah that must have attracted him.
It had a lot to do with her innocence and her inexperience.
And she was a virgin. She was not like all these other Canaanite girls.
She put herself in a compromising situation.
She allowed herself to be alone with Shechem.
Put herself in a compromising situation. I'm just gonna try to summarize the rest of this, but they're basically saying that Shechem raped her, and they're basically saying it's her fault. How could she disappoint God? All of this, that, and this, and it's like she probably liked the dude, and she did expect for all that to happen. And it's saying the main thing that you should get out of this is that you don't want to put yourself in a situation to disappoint God, do you? And it's like, it's so disgusting. That's like the message that you get out of this like movie and everything. But I'm gonna fast forward this part. Like, they really put effort just to show all of this, and it's sad. It's terrible.
But Chrissy, something you said in your last letter worried me. You said that you thought the friends of the
Oh yeah. So when I was editing this, what I wanted to add as like, so okay, I want you guys to listen to the tone, listen to the like background music. Hold on, listen
Happen
to
to
it.
any of us,
Listen to
if
it.
we let it.
The bridge of the music, right? The bridge of the music. Tell me not. Tell me not. Tell me not. Hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up this clip. Damn, why is it not pulling up? Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna put my mic down. Let me put my mic down. Okay, here we go. Because I literally downloaded the clip to add to my own video, but I want you guys tell me if the bridge from over here, right? Listen, I want you to listen. The bridge from that background music. You cannot tell me that these two do not sound like. Wait for it. It's like almost one for one. One from one. How these people did not get sued by Coca-Cola back in the 90s is beyond me. Beyond me. And let's see. People has movies release date. I think these movies came out after that commercial aired, right? What will I do with my life? Okay. Released in 1999. So this came before this got out 5 years later. 5 years later. How Coca-Cola doesn't even know about this till this day? How Tyrese doesn't know and they haven't sued is beyond me. I would be mad if it was like literally copying my music one for one. One for one. Same. You cannot tell me that this and the bridge for this background music.
Happen to any of us.
Hold on.
Happen to any of us.
Wait for it.
If we let it.
You cannot tell me those two do not sound like. I will die on that hill. You cannot tell me this and the bridge for this background music do not sound like. Okay, that's enough though. I'm just gonna let this play through.
Dear Chrissy, sorry it's taken me so long to answer your letters. It was pretty crazy around here for a while. Anyway, I want you to know that I'm okay. But Chrissy, something you said in your last letter worried me. You said that you thought the friends at the Kingdom Hall were boring, and that the kids at school were a lot more fun.
That's because the kids at the Kingdom Hall are hella boring. Are you kidding me? You're literally reading all these publications tell you not to do this, not to do that, not to go have fun, literally listen to this specific kind of music, play this specific kind of video game, not to hang out with people who are normal, and to abstain from like literally having sex or literally doing anything fun, or literally just living a normal life. Of course they're gonna be boring. And you wanna know what's the like type of weakness I hate the most? The type of weakness I'll be literally so, how would I describe it? If you know, you know. If you're like a EXJW, the weakness that'll be judging you for being like normal, not being like involved in any of that stuff. Literally judging you, and yet they be doing things. Yeah, my laptop really. Damn. I just hold on. My laptop just brought up the thing, and it's a bug into the. Like, come on. I did not need that. That is so embarrassing. But yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, like the type of witness I'll literally be judging you for like not following the rules, all this other stuff, and yet they be doing the exact same thing in secret behind closed doors, and they won't be leaving you alone. But or the type of witness that's like so dedicated to the cult and everything, do literally try to micromanage everything you do, probably report you to the elders. I hate that so much. It's like, do you not have a life of your own? Of your own to like not bother me and let me do what I want to do. I hate that. Okay, guys, so my media player is like acting up really bad. Like really bad. Yeah, RIP media player, that sucks. So we are gonna go to jw.org, unfortunately, and watch the rest of see he being on this website. So unless I need to like get content. Oh yeah, I'm gonna react to that one too later on, but this is the one that I want to react to. Overall. Come on, come on, come on. Bro, my Wi-Fi hella slow today. Everything's slow today. I think main reason why everything on my laptop is acting up is because I'm not streaming on one platform. I'm not only streaming on TikTok, I'm streaming on Kick too, so that's probably why. Okay, we're gonna skip all of this. Oh, good, good. It's still kept to.
I don't want to burden them with how miserable I felt. I started writing poetry again.
Hold on. We're gonna go back because. Okay, this is crucial. This is what I want to talk
I
about.
understood why we had to move, with Dad getting the new job and everything. But that didn't make things any easier. I was leaving behind all my friends.
Honey, watch out for your back.
Don't worry, I'll be okay.
Mom and Dad were so busy with our new home and their new jobs.
Oh, you know I don't have any.
I didn't want to burden them with how miserable I felt. I started writing poetry again. It seemed to take my mind off my loneliness. At the new congregation, Mom and Dad were eager to make new friends.
This is my wife, Julie.
Hi, I'm Ken.
Hi.
I had a major attitude problem.
Well,
I want to see her being like completely like feeling uncomfortable moving to a brand new congregation and feeling like she has to make friends. And she's saying she has a major attitude problem. It's like, no, that's completely normal. You move away from a set group of friends that you probably feel comfortable with that helped you deal with how unbearable it is to be a witness. You move to this brand new congregation and you're supposed to make friends with all these people who you don't know or probably might even be worse than your last congregation. Like, honestly, I'm just saying. Like, I haven't been in a meeting like how long?
it was nice meeting you, Tara.
Yeah, same here.
I wonder what was wrong with her.
Like, what did she do? Like, hold on. I'm gonna go back.
It was nice meeting you, Tara.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, girl, now you can get a little bit spicy in your acting. Girl, you literally look like a bland statuette, like nothing mango. Looking like a damn mannequin. You're like, what the hell is this girl problem? Like, she literally just moved away from her friends and you want to judge her for that? Like, god damn. That's another thing I hear about the witnesses. Everybody be mad judgmental of people and how they are or what they're going through, like almost all the time. Mad judgmental of telling them, oh, you need to just try to rely on Jehovah more, all that other stuff. It's like, it's always going through something. God can't solve all the problems. Like, honestly, sometimes it helps to talk to somebody who might not be involved in the call or a therapist or someone. Like, it can't be witness stuff all the time because if you talk to a witness or if you have like a bunch of witness friends all the time, they're probably going to try to tell you to rely on God more. And it's like that doesn't help.
I wonder what was wrong with her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you must be Tara.
Hi.
Hi. I just met your parents. They are so nice.
Thanks.
Well, anyway, my name is Stacy. Do you mind if I sit down?
Stacy, I seen videos of people reviewing this movie about her, and from all I've heard, it's so true. She got to be the pioneer sister that sacrificed her whole life to this cult and probably doesn't have any kids. And she's trying to be friends with this girl, and it's like, it's just another thing that I hear about the witnesses too. Is that they'll try to pair younger people if they have no like younger people in the cults. I mean, if they have no younger people in the cult to associate with our younger people, because let's be honest, especially now these days, anybody who's younger in that cult ain't gonna stay worth a damn. They can see through writing on the wall, they can see through all the BS. Let's not lie about that. So it's like the fact that she trying to be friends with her, and I know a lot of XGWs that probably had stories. Ain't nobody want to be friends with an adult. Like, do you know how many times when I was still in the cult, I was literally talking to elders, literally telling people who are older than me who want to hang out with me. I'm like, yeah, I want to hang out with people who are around my age, like around my age group, around my certain demographic, because there's like this dissonance, this like age dissonance between generations, just because you might feel one way or like something another way doesn't mean I'm gonna like the exact same thing or feel the exact same way. So yeah, I can understand why this girl was completely apprehensive in talking
There
to
was
her.
this pioneer sister, Stacy Evans. She tried really hard to be nice.
So, I hear you're from Lucinda Falls?
Lucinda Falls.
Oh, Lucinda.
I'm gonna fast forward this part.
Seats. Off the skateboard!
I felt so out of place. It was like I didn't even exist. A few weeks later, though, things seemed to change for the better. It was in Mr. Beckwith's English class.
That was so 5 years ago.
All right, listen up.
I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, if anybody sees this, I will not lie to you. when it's like in the real world where she's like hanging out with like the quote unquote worldly kids and all this other stuff, this was always my favorite part of the movie because it showed to me like you could still, how I say this, because how I was back in the day, still being disillusioned witness, it kind of made me think for like a brief moment in time, oh, I can still be a witness and hang out with these kids who are normal. Like, I can go out, we can party, all this other stuff. But then towards the end of the movie, reality really set back in like a truck, and it's like, oh, okay, so that's how it has to be. And I'll get into that later. Okay, let's continue on with this.
Listen up, people.
What are we going to do about the party? That's... Oh, so obviously great. Okay, now the question, what are we going to do about?
Thank you. This past weekend, while you were out partying, this overworked and underpaid English teacher spent his weekend reading your poems.
Aww. Sweet. What about your...
Take this masterpiece, for example. I think I shall never see a guy as cool as Anthony. He's very strong and cute and tall. I like to show him off in the shopping mall.
Here, you got something loose up there?
I'm gonna say, ain't nobody gonna be that don't you write a poem like that. That was a bum ass poem. That was terrible. Okay,
And guess who authored this work of art? My skateboard makes a sound
yeah,
when it hits the ground. Sorry, Miss Taylor. Not this time. First up, Miss Tara Matson.
Who? Great. As if being the new kid in class wasn't bad enough. Now I had to be put on public exhibition.
Who? Matt Kim. I don't know. I have her in my 7th period, though.
Does she always look farm girl?
I was sick. I remember the day I caught loneliness.
Yeah.
I passed by, left astray.
I'm not gonna lie, if we're gonna be realistic, this part, as a kid, I thought this poem was, even till now, I always thought this poem was kind of cringy. It was supposed to like really show how alone she feels with everything that's going on, not having friends and everything. But it's like at the same time, realistically, you see this stuff in front of like high school kids, they're gonna find you a cornball. Either that or they're probably gonna think you're suicidal. I don't know. From experience.
I took steps to destroy it before it noticed me.
Thank you. Do you know what this shows me? That you're all capable of writing poetry. It's just a matter of making the effort. Don't forget, people, new Friday, dramatic dialogue, theme, suffering, loss, partner optional.
So, you're a math genius too.
Oh, hi, Lori.
And some kind of frustrated poet just waiting to be discovered.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, Mr. Beckwith sure drooled over your poetry.
I'm not gonna lie, Lori.
So I think
Lori, for literally a JW character, is probably one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. Next to damn, not even one of my favorites. I'll say probably one of the like best written ones so far. Next to Audrey and his friend in the other movie. In some movies, it's like some characters that are quote unquote portrayed as bad aren't like really bad to say, but their writing is just somewhat messed up or just all over the place. Like there are some good characters, but it's like for me, I would say she was probably one of my favorites for sure because they portray her as being so nice to her, even though she doesn't know, she's still like
figured
being
you're
nice
the
to
one
her,
to help.
and even though she finds out towards the end of the movie, right, that she's a JW, she still wants to be friends with her. Still wants to be friends with her. Not too many people who will find out that someone is a JW would still be friends with them. But I don't blame her for literally kind of cutting her off somewhat. Because don't get me wrong, Tara cuts her off at the end of the movie. I'm gonna get into that later. But still, her cutting her off somewhat after she was trying to be preachy with her, don't blame her one bit. She just wanted to hang out with her like normal, be telling me how to live my life, all this other stuff, blah, blah. I don't blame her.
Me with the class assignment.
You mean the dramatic dialogue?
Yeah, theme suffering loss. Anyway, I have to get an A on it.
Why, you're flunking English?
No, but I gotta pull my grades up in order to get into college. So I figure you're the one to help me with this.
I was planning on working on it by myself.
Come on, Tara. Mr. B said we could use a partner.
Look, Lori, I'm sorry, but I like to work alone when I write.
Please, don't make me beg.
I actually felt sorry for her.
Is that a yes?
I guess.
Yes. Okay, I'll pick you up tomorrow and you can go to my place.
Your place? Why can't we just do it here?
You saw how she was worried? You saw she was worried because if her parents found out, dude, be like, hell no, you ain't going to no normal person's house. They ain't JW. They ain't messing with you and they ain't messing with us. Hell no. Hell no. I know a person would have been like that. But she still
this
goes.
This is gross.
She still
Besides,
goes.
we'll have a lot more privacy. Okay, ciao.
Going to her house wasn't exactly what I had in mind. But at the time, I couldn't think of any way to get out of it. And
I'm not gonna lie, if you ask me though, I think how she got to this girl's house in the first place is she probably lied, or either maybe the person didn't think she was that bad and probably thought she was EXJW herself. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Just room for thought.
I have to admit, I was a little curious about this girl. We both had a serious case of writer's block.
Beckwith drives me crazy with these assignments. I mean, what does suffering loss mean?
Didn't he say it can mean whatever we want it to mean? So we make something up.
Like what?
Like when your parents make you move away and you lose everything you care about.
Tell me about it.
What, you too?
Hey, I wasn't always the picture of charm and fashion that you see before you today. We used to live in a small house in a small town. And then Dad hit it big in the stock market. And voila. Goodbye, friends. Hello, loneliness.
Like again, like I said, well-written character. She can relate to what she's going through. And it's like the way that the movie at the end literally just tries to rush up everything. Like, oh, she's bad because she lives a certain way of life. Even though it's completely normal. Completely normal. It even but it also kind of shows towards the end of the movie, and as the movie moves on, you're also going to see that they kind of do damage to themselves without they portray the weaknesses in this movie. Honestly, you're really going to see it. So let's continue on with that.
I don't know why I'm telling you all this.
That's it.
That's what?
The loss. We do a dramatic dialogue about the loss of friendship.
You mean about friends moving away?
No, a little too close to home.
Then how about because they've had a fight?
A fight? About what?
Hello? About guys. What else do girls fight about?
Finally, the ideas were...
Well, from what I know, today girls fight a lot about other stuff more than guys, like equal voting rights, legislation against AI or revenge porn, all that other stuff. But then again, this is back in the 90s, so I can understand that the Jerry Springer kind of like Soul Guys and all that other stuff, Oprah, all that other kinds of stuff. So I'm assuming that's probably why she probably chose that main topic for their like Colter like dialogue for the class. But then again, probably considering the 90s too, made some it's at that call compound probably saw all that other stuff and probably soon that's probably the best topic to literally go on. Probably easier for them considering that if they went the whole entire other route, it probably would have been more complicated for them to literally push the narrative of what this film is mostly about.
Flowing. We got together again the next day.
So there's two women, and we can make them really old, like 30.
Yeah, and they're both hopelessly in love with this guy, Jake.
Jake? Nah. Brett.
Okay, Brett.
Now,
As I got to know Lori, my opinion of her began to change. I never would have guessed that we had so much in common.
Thanks. It's a great picture.
Oh no, hip hop. And I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I always saw that TV scene in the movie, and I always thought that was some Coolio's Gangster Paradise playing. I don't know why, but I got similar vibes from that. And weaknesses in hip hop, I'm not gonna lie either. Some weaknesses be like so worried of hip hop, they think, oh, it's bad, it promotes nothing but sex and vulgarity and all this other stuff. And I'm like, not all hip hop songs are like that. Some hip hop songs tell stories. I like rap. I'm not gonna lie, I like rap from time to time, but I usually like rock more. So yeah, but like I'm honestly not gonna lie, back then it seemed like they were kind of lenient a little bit more. Not really. I don't know how to explain it, but like still, if you're like a hardcore witness back in the day, you're watching that, I know they probably would have been upset with that, but still, it's just another way for them just to like push this narrative and just tell a story. And I'm like, out of all the films that I've seen them produce, this is probably one of the best ones in my opinion. Like honestly, it's just so rushed and you can tell it.
Who's this?
Oh, that was my best friend Misty. We used to do everything together. Anyway, that's our old house. Can you believe it?
Again, good written character, relatable, literally relates to the main character, and not to even mention they seem to get along. And it's like, it's such a shame when you see the ending. I already explained the ending, but when you see it, it hurts. It's terrible, honestly.
Don't you miss it sometimes?
Yeah, a little. But mostly my friends.
So, Proverbs 13.
Now we're back at the Kingdom. I guarantee you, sis, this is the 90s. This Kingdom will probably now. Selling off property, most of their members, their actually Reddit tab. I'm going to check that out later, but I'm pretty sure they're like kicking certain like people, not if it's certain people, like witnesses out for sure. So if this Kingdom now was literally some sort of like church, like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Damn, hold on. These people saying I went offline on Kick. Hell no, I did not go offline on Kick. Saying I was live 53 minutes ago. What the hell are you talking about? Hold on, people, hold on. For anybody's watching, it seems like we got some sort of malfunction with Kick. High CPU. Bro, what do you mean high CPU? That don't even make any sense. I should be online on Kick and TikTok right now. Hold on, I might have to end my TikTok stream. I'm not gonna lie. Because I should be live on Kick and it's saying Kick just ended. And that sucks. That really sucks because it seems like I was getting some people on Kick too and I don't want it to mess out. Okay. Go double check again. Okay, good, good. We're still alive. We're still alive, and we still got people. That's good. That's good. Hold on. It's saying 54 minutes to go, but I want to see. Is it going to show me what's going on now? That's what I'm concerned about. Okay, good, good. We're still online. We're still online. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure everybody was still able to see the stream and all that other stuff. So let's just continue on.
He that is walking with wise persons will become wise, but he that is having dealings with the stupid ones will fare badly. Now, when the Bible says stupid ones, it's not talking about people who are unintelligent, but about people who do not follow godly standards.
All I could think about was...
Oh, crap. Sorry. I was trying to pause the movie at that point. People who don't follow godly standards, aka people who are not witnesses. And if you associate with them, you're going to face consequences. Consequences meaning disfellowshipment, and if you live with your parents, you're going to get your ass kicked out. And it's like, that's such a terrible thing to literally be preaching to people, especially kids. So you're telling me if a kid makes a friend at school, vibe, and they get along well, you go tell that kid, oh, if you keep hanging out with so-and-so, you're going to fare badly. You're going to literally face the consequences of your actions. And it's like, that's so terrible to tell people. Who is anybody to tell anyone who they can hang out with or who they can associate with? And you're going to use your Bible that's literally been proven by thousands of people. And I think tons of people who are like Bible scholars literally proving that their Bible has literally been changed and literally misconstrues the Bible so much. It's just to push their narrative, just to get people to be loyal to this cult and sit there and be sleeping. Shoot, I know this girl over here, this sister be tired of all this BS.
Follow godly standards.
You can tell
all I could think
about
about was getting together again with Lori.
Yeah, I sure bet you do, because Lori's fun. This should be boring as hell. And I know them kids at the literal hall party must be boring too. Shoot.
You can't have him, Alexandra. Brett is mine.
I'm not gonna lie, this part's cringy, but I'm not gonna say anything.
You can't have him, Alexandra. Brett is mine.
Yours? Well, you don't own Brett, Kimberly.
Yeah. What about me, Alexandra?
That's the problem, Kimberly. It's always been about you.
Doesn't our friendship mean anything at all to you?
Here it comes. Our friendship? Write it off as a loss, honey. Your loss, my gain.
Okay, so we weren't ready for Broadway. But the class loved it.
See, I told you, it's kind of like Jerry Springer inspired, like 90s Jerry Springer kind of. Not really, but you guys get what I mean, like 2000s kind of. And it's like, concerning how it kind of was like the main thing that they wanted to talk about for the beginning, it kind of makes sense. And then in my mind, like, I know I should probably do like a more deconstructed like research study on how to like deconstruct this stuff. Like, this is my first time actually like going in depth reviewing JW movies like this, being an EXJW myself. But like, this is probably the best thing, or the best that they could come up with, because they knew if they were to do anything else, it will literally mess up the message that they're trying to preach about. But yeah, let's just continue on. If anybody's EXJW,
a week ago I couldn't stand this girl.
Homo, physically out, mentally out.
Suddenly, Lori's friends didn't mind being seen with me.
That was so great. You guys should try out for the school play.
Okay, no, that was just for an A. But you have definitely earned a seat at this table, Tara.
Yeah. We had an opening for a literary genius.
Erin, please, I'm no genius.
Ooh, and so modest.
Girl, if I had your talent, I'd cash in on it.
What do you mean?
Hello, scholarships, a career, fame,
money,
guys,
and money.
And guys.
No, writing's just a hobby for me.
So what do you plan to do? Flip burgers?
You see that? These girls aren't even bad. They're literally encouraging her. Look, you got talent, you got skill. You seem to be a good writer and poet. You can literally cash in on that. Pursue your dreams. And instead of like being humble enough to say, oh, actually that this is, hold on, you guys are gonna see what I'm gonna talk about.
Well, I need to do something to support myself, but I really want to help people.
What, you mean like
Girl, you can still help people through your poetry. What are you talking about?
a social worker or something?
No, more like volunteer work.
Volunteer work. So she knows that literally dedicating your life to the organization, to the JW, to the call is not paid for at all. At all.
Volunteer work?
Yeah, I mean, we teach people.
Teach what? Hello, teachers don't make any money?
No, let me explain. You see, I'm one of...
Saved by the Bell. You are so fortunate that you did not get the chance to say that. Oh my god, I feel embarrassed for you already.
Hold that thought. Yeah? Hey, Joanna. Oh, cool. Of course I'll be there. All right, ciao. Summer clearance girls today only. Tara, you can't miss it.
I don't think I can. I don't have any money with me.
Have no fear. Daddy's credit card is here. Besides, I owe you big time.
Hey,
You see that? You see that? She's literally being nice to her. Nice to her. She invited this girl over to her house. This girl saying she got no money. No money. Literally invited them with them to go shopping. Do you know how many times I've gone out with like witnesses and they have never been that generous before? Like, don't get it wrong, there'll be a few, but sometimes the ones that I be hanging out with will be expecting me to pay for my own things, which is reasonable, but still, I think there's like this bar who had like a thing in my congregation a while back. He had like this major like bar hangout and all this other stuff. And he invited everybody not like everybody, but most of the brothers to come along with. And I thought it was gonna be like this thing where he'll be paying for everything. But no, he expects everybody to be paying for their own food. I like this hangout, I like this bar and everything. And it's like, bro, you invited us over, making me think it was gonna be like this party and stuff. Make it seem like, oh, I didn't have to pay for anything. And it's like, bro, I had to end up paying for my own food. Like, honestly. Crazy.
maybe we can get her out of her Miss Lucinda Falls outfit.
It's Lucinda Falls.
Whatever.
And besides, what's wrong with my outfit?
Now I was in Lori's circle of friends, but I had to make a few changes to fit in.
Check this out. Great. Hey. Wait till Mark sees you.
Mark?
Hello, Mark, in your English class, Mark. He's been checking you out ever since your little poetry reading.
He's cute, and Daddy has big bucks.
Not to mention that he's recently become available. I could definitely see you two together.
Together? I don't want to be together with anyone.
We could set you up.
Well, if he's so great, how come none of you are interested in him?
I'm seeing somebody already.
Ditto.
And I'm with Anthony, remember? And he's in college, thank you.
Besides, I'm not into the sensitive intellectual type.
Yeah, just like that last mutant you were dating.
The intellectually charged type. Don't even get me started on some of the losers you've dated.
Anyway, you are interested, aren't you, Tara?
Well, no. I mean...
You see how she's complicated about it? Because witness girls don't be talking about dudes like that. Except it's the dudes that they find attractive, or it's the dudes that they... You know what? Nah, it's just the dudes that they find attractive. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna lie, as a former witness, that's never bothered me too much, because I never liked witness girls in general, especially the ones in my congregation. I've always been more like prone to girls who are a little bit more free and outspoken, instead of just looking for one thing, Or even when it comes to some witness girls, they be looking more for spirituality, but at the same time, they be looking for looks too. Like, no word for lie. Or the girls in my congregation, they said, I think it was my mom that told me a while ago. Like, I was just talking. She was like, you should be looking. No, I'm looking for a sister, but she was mentioning this one girl, and she was asking me if I found her attractive. I'm like, no. And I remember she was telling me that her friends were looking for somebody, and they found a brother that they want to be making around 100K per year. I'm like, oh man, these girls gonna be waiting for a long ass time, bro. 100K a year and a cult that literally wants its members to do volunteer work for the rest of their lives and not to pursue an actual career or college education, and just to be focused on doing volunteer work, building more congregations, covering the sexual abuse cases and all this other stuff. Like, that's crazy to me. Completely unrealistic.
I don't know. Don't worry, Tara. We'll arrange everything. Arrange what?
Arrange what?
The girls also figured I needed a little help with my social life.
Mark, she's way different from the other girls you've dated. I mean, she's into charity and volunteering and that sort of stuff.
She wants to be a social worker or something like that.
Oh, hi, Tara. Mark, you are so funny. Hi, Tara. Hey, Tara. We saved a seat just for you.
Thanks.
You know Mark Chandler, don't you?
Yeah, we're in the same English class.
And you are the great poet and playwright.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm serious. You were really great. So, how do you like life near the big city?
Well, I haven't actually seen the city yet.
Get out. What do you do when you're not at school?
Oh!
On Meatloaf Day, get the pizza.
Yeah, that's gross.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Isn't he so sweet?
Anyway, on weekends, I'm usually with my parents. And
Hey, what are you doing Saturday? We could show her around.
Play
Again, Saved by the Bell. But yeah, this is probably a really nice interaction. I like how they're vibing with each other and everything, and I like that she likes him. Like, they're not bad. Like, when you see to like on New York tour, it's really sweet and wholesome. I like it. But they get to this one point where it's like they're literally trying to portray one of these characters as bad, to literally push the message of what this film is mostly about, that you should be hanging out with only Jehovah's Witnesses if you're a Jehovah's Witness, and not regular people because they do this and that. But it's like there's so many witnesses who probably do, not even probably do, I know people who are witnesses, or people, I've seen things, I've heard things of people who are witnesses, and people who literally claim to be witnesses or studying that literally do the exact same thing. People who are studying, that's fine. Like, they don't have any obligation to uphold any of the witnesses' standards, and they shouldn't be judged as such for that. But people who are literally witnesses, and you literally won't be out here telling these people who are witnesses to literally cover your way in life, and you're doing the exact same thing. It's like, that's crazy. That's literally crazy. And they're making movies like this literally just to push that narrative, and I hate that so much. Okay, let's continue on with this whole entire movie. So we got like, I think like 20, no, see, okay, we got like 13 minutes left for sure.
Sounds like fun.
Count me in. So what do you say?
I don't know. I have to be up early on Sunday.
We'll start early, we'll get back early.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come on, Tara.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, we're on. So we'll meet after lunch, and I'll pick you up at your house.
Great.
That's okay. I'll just get a ride to Laurie's.
I never would have admitted.
You see, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give it to Tara. She played it smart, because if he were to pick her up, she knew her parents would have been livid, and you'll see that later on in the movie.
But I did think
cool.
Mark was cute. And a day with the girls sounded like fun.
Yeah, see, look. You can. It's like night and day.
Lunch, and I'll pick you up at your house.
Night and day.
That's okay.
Hold
I'll just
on.
get a ride to Laurie's.
I never would have admitted it, but I did
Okay,
think
cool.
Mark was cute. And a day with the girl sounded like fun.
You saw how. Damn. My pausing skills are terrible. You see how happy she looks here? And like literally, she looks miserable. This lady probably talking to her how she can do a better job at the door. She looks fucking miserable. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame her. I remember as a kid, even like going door to door, I think for the last time a while back. I remember that, and I remember just being miserable. Do you know how terrible it is as a kid to literally go knocking on somebody's door and you gotta preach to them about why they should join your cult? Literally get this brochure on how they can be happy. Literally get this brochure saying it's all the devil's fault, why they have all these problems and everything. And you're supposed to be preaching to these grown adults who have lived longer than you, to literally preach to them to join your cult. Do you know how terrible that is? I remember as a kid, I was working on this one street here not too long ago, near where I live, near my old high school. And I remember I saw some of my classmates and they're like, "Yo, is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah, hi." I remember I was so embarrassed by it. I haven't done door to door work since, thank God for that. But I remember I was so embarrassed. I'm like, they're walking around, hanging out, being normal. I'm dressed in this suit. It's summer, by the way. It's hot as hell. I got my like messenger bag. I got like these brochures in my bag, and I'm like wasting my time going door to door, preaching to people who literally know this message is either BS or they're not that gullible and desperate to fall for it. But I think any EXJW, if you can relate, I think probably the best part of going door to door was definitely the breaks. I see a lot of people say that, and it's definitely the breaks that you get to take, because at least then you get some reward out of it, like getting a snack or a drink once you're done, and you know you're done. It's like, oh, thank God, now I can just do what I want to do for real. Ain't no kid trying to go door to door knocking on doors for like an hour. God forbid if you're like with that really really like zealous dedicated brother or sister witness and they want to spend like 4 or 5 hours because they're pioneering. And I remember, I think that, yeah, that happened to me once. And I remember I was telling my mom, this is so boring. I'm so tired. Can we go back home? I want to go back home. And I remember the sister looked at me like I was crazy, but I was a kid. It was completely reasonable. And I remember I was at my brother's graduation party. I go there. I see the same sister again giving me the judgmental look when I was a kid. And I'm like, bro, I'm not even going to entertain this. I literally stayed inside the car from my brother's graduation party the whole entire time. I was not going to entertain being there. Like, literally, fuck that. You still want to be judging me ever since I was a kid because I said the truth. Like, going door to door is boring as hell. Ain't nobody want to spend the rest of their life doing that BS. Like, let's be real.
That Saturday morning, I went out in field service with Stacy Evans.
Again, completely miserable. You could tell she's blocking whatever she's saying the hell out.
But my mind was not on preaching.
You want to do the next one?
No, that's okay. You could do it.
I told Stacy that I was hungry and wanted to stop service early. She insisted on buying me lunch.
Okay, here's your salad. Thanks. It'll be a couple minutes on your burger, honey.
Thanks.
So, how are you doing? I mean, getting used to the new school and everything.
Okay, actually. Most everyone's been pretty nice.
Oh, that's good.
See, you see how she's somewhat caring from the beginning? That for that she's really gonna try to like really get into this girl's head. You gonna see what I mean?
Hey, listen, I'm having some friends over tonight. I want you to come. I actually made a cheesecake that I'm proud of.
I'd love to, but I promised to go into the city with some friends.
Oh, from our hall?
From our hall. Girl, why the hell that matter? She made friends. You should be happy for her. Why matter they from the hall? Like honestly, what the hell that got to do with you? Must have lost your doggone mind.
No, from school. But they're just gonna show me around the city. They're real nice.
You see that? The attitude, the judgmental attitude and staring everything. She got a little bit sass to her now. Like honestly, I swear I deal with witnesses like that my whole life. I've been dealing with that my whole life, bro. They literally judging you for being normal. Look at that. She literally told her, literally going into judgment mode. Straight up judgment. Like, she got that disappointment look. She's like, God damn it, she ain't got another one of them.
Look, I hope you don't mind me asking this, but how well do you really know these kids?
Literally judging them off the bat. Off the bat. And I hate this movie towards the end and certain parts literally proves her right. Even though sometimes there are some kids that do this, not all kids are like that. Not all people are like that. So the fact that towards the end of the movie they want to prove that she was right about judging these kids is honestly terrible.
What do you mean? I mean, do they have any interest in the Bible?
I don't know.
Most kids don't have an interest in the Bible at all. So why are you concerned about them having an interest in the Bible? Most people don't have an interest in the Bible. People have lives. People are busy. Shoot. Not everybody can be so dedicated to going door to door and preaching and sacrificing their life and having no life at all. Compared to you, Stacy.
It hasn't come up, but they're not into drugs or anything like that. In fact, they're even nicer than some of the kids at the Kingdom Hall.
Well, even if that were true, don't you think you have to be careful with people who may not even believe in the Bible?
Okay, do you think you still have to be careful with quote-unquote witnesses or people who believe in the Bible who probably could be even worse than quote-unquote people who don't believe in the Bible? Like, I just don't even know what to say. Like, oh my God. Like, she literally was judged for not believing in the Bible, yet there's like witnesses who believe in the Bible who have done horrendous things. Horrendous things. Like, for you to be judging her for hanging out with people who are normal, who have actually been nice to her, is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous.
Don't forget what happened to Dinah.
Dinah?
Yeah, you remember Jacob's daughter?
These kids are not Canaanites. They're very nice.
For real. And you're going to bring up an example of a poor girl that got sexually assaulted millennia ago. Just to scare this girl into not hanging out with them is crazy. Honestly crazy. But again, towards the end of the movie, I hate how to make her literally seem like she's right in judging these kids. Even though, again, not everybody who is in non-witness is like that. And even so, it's like, in certain cases, still, you have no right to be judging them at all.
Maybe, but what are their beliefs? What are their morals?
So you're saying that I shouldn't be friendly with anyone in school who isn't a witness?
Oh, no, I'm not saying that at all. I mean, the Bible tells us to love our neighbors. But doesn't it also warn us that it's dangerous to get too close to certain people?
Yeah, people who are witnesses. That's just the main narrative you're trying to push, isn't it, Stacy, huh? People who aren't witnesses. Complete BS, man, honestly.
People that don't follow God's standards?
The cult standards, the organization standards. I do not want to hear from this lady.
Dinah learned that the hard way.
But don't we have to teach people about the Bible? How can I do that if I don't spend any time with them?
Oh, so you have had a chance to witness?
I'm not gonna lie, Tara was hella clever with that comeback. And then she's gonna be like, oh yeah, I decided to witness to them. And she's like mad silent. And I'm like, come on, you could. I know she could have came back with a literal come. Yeah, see, that's how I'm getting all flustered and mixed up. Again, I apologize. This is like my first time really going into this. But like, her coming back with that comeback and her saying, oh, you have the time to witness to them. It's like she does have to witness to them at all. She can still hang out with them. Like, why does she have to witness to them? Like, they're still nice. But her coming up with that comeback just to keep her quiet for that one moment was really good. After that, she had to come up with something like this.
Well, no. But that's not the point. Lori and her friends are not bad.
Thank you, for real. But I feel like the comeback could have been a little bit more, better.
But do they encourage you to do good things?
They encourage her to be her true self. I think that's good. Worse than her good is to literally sacrifice your time to a cult that can literally not give two shits about you. They're literally encouraging her to be herself, to be free, to be open-minded, to enjoy life. And you want to encourage her to waste her life away like you did. That's crazy. Crazy.
Like personal study, meetings, field service.
No.
If I was Tara, I wouldn't even feel bad.
Look, Stacy, I've already given my word. And Jesus did say I have to let my yes mean yes, right?
There we go. The comeback again.
Tara, do you really think Jesus meant saying yes to things that can hurt you?
Hurt her how? She's happy. If anything, the field service is hurting her more.
Stacy, I'll be careful. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Trust me.
Still judging her. Stacy, get out.
Here's your burger, honey.
Oh yeah, you gotta pray before you eat.
Stacy's words.
Tara, you do not need to pray before you eat. I guess some people do that. If that's the religious custom that you do, all power to you. But you're literally eating. You gotta pray before you do anything, which is crazy. Crazy. I remember almost all the time still being a witness, not even my mom, but also myself too, when we had to go to bed at night. If it wasn't her, it would have to be me that had to say the prayer before we all go to sleep. And it's crazy that you have to do that. Before you do anything, you have to say prayer when you wake up, everything. It's like, you gotta spend prayers just for your life. Honestly, which is crazy. I know God got more better things to do than to be hearing me pray to him 24/7.
Words affected me far more than she realized. But I had already made up my mind.
And let's go. You know Tara's gonna turn into a pumpkin. Just squeeze me.
I lied to my parents and told them I had plans with some friends from the congregation.
So how tall is it? It's like 300-400 stories. Not like 200. Yeah. Does it matter? It's just tall, okay?
Manja!
You see how happy she is? They're like hanging out, like she gets to be normal. She doesn't have to worry about the witness stuff. And also the fact that she had to lie too, because she knew she told her parents straight up, they would have literally prevented her from going. But she gets, like, honestly, hold on, I'm gonna go back. Oh yeah, again, so the 90s.
It's like 300-400 stories. Not like 200.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. They also did a transition for one of their videos with the Twin Towers into like brochures or something, and I'm like, oh my god, that was so bad. But you see how happy she is? Like honestly. They just get to be normal. They get to be quirky, you know?
At first, we pretty
Where compared to where she was like literally doing field service, you could tell she was uncomfortable as hell. As hell. So it really shows in a way that I'm not gonna lie, like I said before, they're showing like the positive aspects of like hanging out with normal people, people who aren't witnesses, people who are good, who actually encourage you to be yourself. It can't. Damn, my voice is getting all flustered and everything again. But it kind of backfired for them, if anything. It really did. Like this might have actually woke up somebody back in the day, and I guarantee it probably did. But yeah, towards the end, you can tell, like it's in this part specifically. Later on, they really try to rush everything just to make these characters look like they're bad people. They really do. You're gonna see what I mean in a few minutes.
much stayed together as a group. But soon, Mark and I were talking.
This place is
I really enjoyed the attention.
There's so much to do.
Oh, I love his stuff.
But you know he was stoned when he wrote those poems. You write better when you're high?
No, I'm not into drugs. Are you?
You know that used to be the tallest building in New York?
Him deflecting from answering the question. Even though it's like, it's not a bad question to ask. Some people get high, like, sometimes just to find inspiration and stuff like that. Like, don't get it wrong, I'm not fond of smoking. I don't like smoking one bit. But if you do it through other means and all that other stuff, smoking... Like, I don't like smoking at all. I think it's nasty. But it's just me, though. Because, you know, in my old neighborhood, before I moved to the one where I'm at now, like literally all the time, the neighbors would be like smoking cigarettes and all that other stuff. I just don't like it. But if you get high, if you do stuff like that, I'm not gonna judge you for it. Like, life's too short. Like, you should be able to do what you want to do. But I find it funny that he kind of deflected the question, though. Okay, I want everybody to like literally listen to the background music. Listen to it. Listen to it carefully to this part.
Oh, I love his stuff.
But you know he was stoned when he wrote those poems. You write better when you're high?
No, I'm not into drugs. Are you?
You know that used to be the tallest building in New York?
You don't know them. Literally blurted it out. I want everybody to literally remember that part. You don't know them. You don't know them.
You want us to lift you up so you can see?
They literally just tried to rush
Mark
everything.
made me feel special.
For this part, you go see.
The
what
more
I
I
mean
got to
after
know
this.
him, the more I liked him.
59th Street Bridge, Roosevelt Park.
I wasn't going to let anything spoil this day.
Well, you know, I knew you'd like it.
You see how comfortable she got when she saw these two literally preaching to this man?
Let's see what's down the street.
Okay.
And the girls were looking at them like, what's wrong with them? Why are they so weird? And that's completely normal. Got the mics over here. I mean the mics.
They're pretty good.
You see how happy she is just getting to be normal? Like, honestly. I guarantee you, if anyone from our congregation saw her, they would be like, Tara, what the hell are you doing? And your parents don't know what you're doing. Nah, we gotta go. And she's gonna be like, oh no, these are friends of the whole. I'm like, I haven't seen on my whole. No, I mean not me. I mean, I guarantee you, if one of the members from the Rain congregation, she's like, I never see them at our hall before. I'm like, I mean, she'll be like, oh, they're from a different congregation. They're like, yeah, no, I'm going to your parents. Let's go. And it's like, bro, I know so many from our congregation saw she
Where's
would
Kyle?
been cooked. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is the part I was talking about. Oh no, he's doing a drug deal. He's a bad dude. Oh no. And he's doing it secret and he got the ominous music.
Mark, Lori, everybody, thanks. I really had a great time.
Could I ask like a really stupid question?
It's never stopped you before.
Why are we going home so early?
Erin's right. This place doesn't even get going until after dark.
That's true, and if we leave now, all we're gonna do is sit in traffic.
Why don't we hit a couple of clubs?
You see how she's actually like having fun, entertaining the idea? Like honestly, but I kind of don't blame her for reasoning to go back home because she knew her parents would have been upset and probably would have called into what she was doing. And it's like, even so, she still could have came up with a lie. There's a lot of witnesses, believe it or not, who actually kind of go clubbing from time to time. Not all of them, but there are like a few who do. A small percentage, but even so, that small percentage are probably witnesses who are already done being witnesses. So, yeah, I don't blame her for wanting to leave early, not to deal with her parents.
Sounds great, but
Come on, Tara, just call your parents, tell them we had a flat tire or something.
Oh, yeah.
You see, she's almost entertained the idea, and if I was her, I would have done it. Shoot.
no, I better get home.
But she knew it would have been too risky. I don't blame her.
I want to go home now.
People, have no fear. Thanks to me, your evening will not be a total waste.
Oh, so you're leaving? Now you know I don't touch that stuff. Stunts your growth.
You're lost.
Oh, come on, Tara. Come on. They're normal kids. You would adjust them for being normal. Like, normal people. She see the weed bag. She's like, oh no, they're bad people. They're bad association. I'm like, look, I can understand why she got a little bit nervous because it's drugs, you know? It's marijuana. Like, some people kind of don't like getting high. Me, myself, I never indulged in it. I never done it. I can understand that fear, stigmatism, and kind of like her being a tad bit judgy. But at the same time, if you get this substance and it's not laced with anything, it's controlled, and you're doing it with friends. I've seen videos of people who've gone high and was like in marijuana use and everything just to try to be like a little bit more open-minded to people who are marijuana users. And it's like at the same time, you know, you can't be judgmental when it comes to people like that. Like, some people just do it for fun, some people do it to relieve their stress. So I'm not gonna judge anybody who's a marijuana user, but the fact that she's like, oh no, they're bad because of these drugs alone, I feel like she should still give them the benefit of the doubt because they're still good people to her. They're still nice to her. But, you know, it's a witness movie. They gotta find some way to push their message out. So, yeah, this is the part that I'm not gonna lie, I hate the most. And it's not even this part. You go see the art part that I'm talking about.
Put it away before we get busted.
Oh, I hope that's the good stuff.
The best.
Hey, my parents are gone. Little party at my place.
Yeah.
Too bad, Tara, you're missing out. Tara, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just that. Never mind.
Well, we better get Tara back home before she misses her bedtime.
Yeah.
To be honest, Chrissy, I probably would have stayed. But it was getting dark, and I knew I'd never get away with coming home that late.
Hey, don't forget about that party next week.
That's very
Got a guy there.
All right, see you later.
You knew how you heard when she said that she knew she would have gone away with getting home that late. I.e., her parents would have been pissed if she got back home late. She knew that. And the fact that she was wanting to stay proved that she was still open-minded to like hanging out with them still. But the late part is not even that. It's because you can tell that she was scared somewhat. And again, I don't blame her. Like, getting high or probably trying to experiment with drugs is scary. There is a risk that it can either be good for you or it can either be bad for you, like honestly. But at the same time, you should really be putting yourself out from new experiences like that. Especially you're with people who see to done before. They seem to be fine. They know what they're doing. Then I say go for it.
Bye, Mark.
Mark told me he didn't mind taking me home.
Man. This is it. This is the part I hate the
Mark, you
most
wanna make your next
so
left?
much.
Wait, Tara, there's one more place you've got to see.
Mark, I've got to get home.
I'll get you home. Trust me.
Mark.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't blame Mark for trying to shoot his shot. But dude, you kind of already shot your shot when you were touring around. Like honestly, he was trying to go way too fast with her. But it's just for them to push the narrative of this movie. If it was any normal guy, no, you're not gonna be that fast forward with a girl. You go take your time, probably go on a few days before you try anything. But the fact that they literally fast forward to this dude trying to, you gonna see what I mean, huh?
This is your favorite spot?
Sure is.
What, may I ask, is so special about it?
Sometimes I just like to come here and think.
About what?
Things. Like how to tell your father you don't want to go to law school and work for the firm.
Isn't there good money in it?
I don't care about the money. I want to help people. Maybe teach or do volunteer work.
You sound like me.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Mark seemed to care about a lot of the things that were important.
The girl's trying to like set him up to like be with her. I don't think was a bad thing. But the way that they tried to make it seem like this dude is only out for one thing. And don't get wrong, there's like dudes who are like that. And you know, who are involved with the witnesses who do that stuff. But there are witness men who are the exact same way, who end up marrying a witness woman, and next thing you know, they're cheating on the person that they married, who's a witness, who's probably like really involved in the cult, who loved them, and they cheat on them, and next thing you know, it's the whole entire thing. They had to get divorced, and the poor girl's like devastated. So it's like to literally say, "Oh, it's only non-JW men. Watch out for these boys, these men who literally are trying to go after your daughters and your sisters and all this other stuff for only one thing." It's like, no, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Witness men are just as terrible as any other dude. Hell, do you know how many witness men are addicted to porn, to gooning? And I'm not joking. Let's be serious here. There are a fair share of witness men who are addicted to porn. No word of a lie. I've seen stuff, I've heard stories. There are witness men who are addicted to porn. Tons of them. And yet they'll be telling these people, oh, don't be watching pornography, don't be doing this and that. Do you know how many witness men be probably watching porn more than actually interacting with their wives? And their wives get nothing out of it, and the wives probably end up cheating on them. Like honestly, witness men are just as bad as normal men. Just as bad. But then again, there are like normal dudes who probably wouldn't have gone as fast forward as Mark did with Tara. And if we're being realistic, in a real world sense, in the real world, right? Mark would just hang out with her during the tour. That's it. Then we'll go on another date. And if Tara felt comfortable to do what he wanted to do, if they were that willing to go to the next level, fine. That's something that they consent to give. But for them to literally push this dude as a creep, when literally not even moments ago, right? Hold on. Moments ago, right? Hold on. You'll see what I mean. They're talking. He's not like
At
trying
first,
to be too
we
forward.
pretty much
He's
stayed
being
together
chill.
as a group this day.
Well, you know, I knew you'd like
You see, they're talking, right?
Mark.
I thought, he sees like showing her around all that art stuff. He sees like a normal dude. Then they're gonna push this dude that's trying to be a creep
things. Like,
and all this other stuff just to push the narrative that, oh, non-witnesses are bad. You can't trust them. They only out for one thing. You know, non-witness men are bad. They're only out for one thing. But it's like, that's so far from the truth. People are complicated. They're literally trying to call it the world when they're literally no different.
how to tell your father you don't want to go to law school and work for the firm.
Hold on, we're going fast forward a bit.
You know, oh, never mind.
No, what?
You're different from the other girls, aren't you?
Different? Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Yeah. I mean, I've never met anyone like you. I could tell from your poem.
Well, you know, I was really impressed with your poem, too.
Oh, well, thanks. But yours told me something.
You see, they could have just left it like that. They could have gone back home. They could have said, hey, maybe we should arrange a date or something for like maybe next week or something. Could have just been normal conversation. Instead, they want to push this dude as a creep.
Something.
Told
Just
you
to
what?
push the narrative.
That you've got a lot going on inside. I mean, Lori and the other girls are okay, but they're also empty. You're different.
Chrissy, I can't believe how close I came to breaking Jehovah's laws that night.
Breaking Jehovah's laws that night. Girl, you're more concerned about God when you're literally put in an uncomfortable situation. That's honestly lunacy. Lunacy. Any girl in this situation would feel uncomfortable and told them to go back home. Honestly. And they literally tried to push this dude as a creep. Just to push the narrative that all
Things
non-witness
went
men
way
are
too
bad.
far. And Mark wanted to go much farther.
I.e., Mark wanted to do the deed with her. He wanted sex. And it's like, bro, they literally showed this dude being a gentleman. Fast forward, now they want to show this dude only want one thing. And it's like, I hate this part because, number one, it's completely unrealistic. Any girl who was probably going on a date, don't get it wrong, they probably have encountered their fair share of dudes who are like this. But there are men who just want people to hang out with, companionship, you know, an actual partner. And maybe there'll be a dude who might ask her, they'll probably do this, but there'll be other dudes who will ask it, they'll be like, oh, the girl will be like, oh, I'm not ready, maybe we should wait. And it's like, some dudes will completely respect the girl's boundary. So to make it seem like this dude's a creep, like, I can get where they're coming from in a sense, but at the same time, to push it as like with this men, oh, you gotta find yourself a good spiritual brother who literally be doing this and that. But most with this men, sometimes not all of them. There are some men who actually believe and abide by what they preach, but there will be some men who literally just do it just to get play. After that, to literally be cheating on their wife as soon as they get married. So like to push this narrative as if all non-witness people are bad and corrupt and everything is completely unrealistic.
But I couldn't.
Unrealistic.
I kept thinking about how much it would hurt my parents, my friends, and especially Jehovah.
Jehovah, her friends that she literally has none of in this new congregation, and her friends back home. Her friends back home would have completely understood. Literally, the beginning of the movie was her friend saying that most witness people are boring. So she was probably already kind of like somewhat aware of how everything was. Like, see, this one, I'm getting all flustered up again. I'm sorry, because this movie as a kid back then to me was one of my favorites. But also at the same time, it's like you kind of have to deconstruct it because you can tell it's just another way of trying to establish control when it comes to this cult, trying to tell people who they can hang out with and who they can't hang out with. So yeah, she is probably already aware that she didn't like being a witness, or already aware of herself that she already found witness people boring and when she moved she saw as a new opportunity. And it's like, I don't blame her for trying to live like a normal person, but to discourage for something like this, to discourage her for like experience, for them to put it in a movie to discourage people from hanging out, for normal people to not even think about doing something like this, is crazy. Honestly crazy.
Still, it wasn't easy. It took everything I had to stop and to get Mark to take me home.
Tara?
Mark revealed a side of himself that I hadn't seen before.
I just don't get it. Things were going so great. What is it with you?
Mark didn't care about me or my feelings. He wanted one thing.
I wish you could understand.
Later on, I learned I wasn't the first.
Well, I don't.
Or
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Again, the ending is so rushed because they really made it seem like Mark really did care for this girl when they first met, when they were talking. Now you're gonna make it seem like, oh, he's a sleazebag and he just wants to sleep with me and have sex with me. Come on. It's rushed, and it's, again, unrealistic depiction of how people interact. Completely unrealistic.
Or the last, to be taken to his favorite spot.
I gotta go.
And also, in a way, they kind of do damage to themselves because the movie is literally trying to kind of go for like a modern depiction of the Bible account that they literally mentioned in the first place with Dinah. Dinah gets, I'm not gonna say it because I might want to upload this clip to YouTube later and all that other stuff, but Dinah gets assaulted in her story. In this story, Mark brings her back when she's uncomfortable. And it's like, they portray him as a creep towards the end, which I hate, but still, they kind of, I want to say they kind of make him look good, but they still kind of make this dude not completely bad because he brings her back. He brings her back home, even when she was uncomfortable. He didn't force on her or anything. Don't get me wrong, he came on too fast, but still, he brought her back. And they really wanted to push their message hardcore, they would have just said, oh, I got assaulted and that's why you should hang out with, people who are witnesses. But still, this does damage to them, showing that, okay, he has control and respects her enough to bring her back. He's upset, but he still brought her back.
I felt so stupid, so naive. It was wrong to be alone like that with any guy, but especially one who didn't serve Jehovah.
Wrong to be alone with any guy. Okay, I can understand that. But one who doesn't serve, like, for her to feel like she was stupid when she's probably never done something like this before, she shouldn't feel bad, like, honestly. But then again, I don't blame her for feeling used somewhat, because the way that they rush this dude's character just to push their narrative from seeming sweet and caring to, oh, I'm a sleazebag, it's like, it's sad. I feel bad for Tara, honestly, in this scene. Honestly, because it's like, this just discourages her to the point where she has to go back to, like, literally feeling miserable. Not even miserable, because he showed towards the end. You guys are gonna see what I mean, but I'll probably talk more on that. But still, I can tell she probably did not want things to go down the way that they did.
I let Mark know that I would never go out with him again. That night, I told my parents everything. They were very upset.
Are you sure you told us everything? Nothing else happened?
No, Dad, I told you.
You've been telling us a lot of things. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Honey, what were you thinking? Didn't you get it?
Oh, fuck off, both of you. Literally at the beginning, the girl was saying y'all were literally more focused on your jobs and literally fixing up the new house, and she had nobody. Y'all want to judge her for all of a sudden hanging out with normal people who treat her nice. And because she had one experience with a boy where she felt uncomfortable. And not to even mention, the boy brought her back home. Back home. Not too many people who are for like that would have done that. And y'all want to judge her instead of saying, honey, we're so sorry that we weren't there for you. We're so sorry that you felt alone. We're happy that at least these people were here to at least, be nice and friendly with you. And we're so sorry for what happened with that boy. And we feel like we should have been there for you. We'll try better. Instead, they won't be judging her, berating her like she did something wrong when she was completely by herself, no friends. She's at school. People are treating her nice. She has friends over there. And you want to judge her for having friends. People who are not witnesses as friends. If this is a witness situation and this happened and she had witness friends, I guarantee you all those kids who were witnesses, if they were baptized especially, I guarantee you all that would have been this fellowship, she would have been this fellowship. It would have been worse. Would have probably been 10 times worse. But it's like, y'all already judging her enough when literally everything that has happened to her, not her fault.
Why do you think he took you there?
Don't you know what he wanted?
Probably not, because y'all probably haven't had to talk with her. I know when it came to me, my mom did have to talk with me. My dad did have to talk with me because he was MIA from my life for that specific period of time. I literally had to talk at school. At school, my mom never had to talk with me, and I know there are probably some witnesses who've gone through that stage in their life, and the parents have probably never had to talk with them. And y'all want to be judging this poor girl for everything she's gone through.
I can't believe this.
You can't believe this, bro. I can't believe you. I'm already fed up with you.
After a while, things started to calm down, and they really listened.
Tara, it took a lot of courage to tell us all that. Sorry I got so angry.
At least they apologize. I'll give them credit on that. But then again, maybe I was a little bit top before it because she did lie to them, where I can understand them being upset at that, but them being upset at her for literally doing what she did when she had no one is completely unjustified. Completely unjustified. Okay, let's continue.
That's okay, Dad. I just wish I came to you and Mom sooner. Maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Honey, we're just glad things didn't go any further than they did.
I know, but I still feel awful about what did happen.
And so do we. We got so wrapped up in our new jobs, the house, that we didn't even see what you were going through.
Honey, we're going to do everything that we can to help you get through this.
At least they're able to admit that they were wrong for literally neglecting her. But at the same time, they're not going to admit that they're wrong for judging her for hanging out with the people that she hanged out, even though they're nice to her. They're trying to get through what happened, feel uncomfortable with Mark is understandable. I can understand that because Mark was a tad bit forward with her. She probably never went through something like that before. So that can be traumatizing to a person. I get that. I can understand that. But still to be literally judging her for hanging out with the people that she hanged out with and all this other stuff is crazy. Okay, I'm going fast forward to the end.
Did so much that I was willing to hide who I really was.
Hide who you really was, which is completely understandable. I don't blame you. But at the same time, it seemed like your friends would have been somewhat understanding.
I had to start setting things straight.
It was so perfect. I mean, what was the problem? I know Mark practices safe sex.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Portraying her as somebody that said, "Oh, just for her to be in that situation," I always hate that part because it never seemed like something that she would do, especially when she was complaining about like the type of dudes that she would date and all this other stuff.
Lori couldn't believe that I turned Mark down.
It's because...
Because of what?
Because of what I believe.
I don't get it.
I mean, it's my religious beliefs, Lori.
Look, Tara, I went through a lot of trouble to get you guys together. And now you've suddenly gotten religious? What's up with that?
I haven't suddenly gotten religious. This is what I've always believed. I guess I just forgot who I really am and what I care about.
Don't you care about Mark?
I did, but I shouldn't have gotten involved with him. And I'm definitely not going to do something immoral with him.
Who said do something immoral? I have morals.
I'm not saying that you don't.
Then what are you?
Having sex before marriage is completely normal, especially if it's between two consenting people. Especially if you're adults too. As an adult, you should feel free to have your own decision-making choices. So for anybody to tell you, oh, it's unnatural, oh, you gotta be married, all this and that. But sometimes even there's people who are married who still be having extramarital affairs while being married and not having consensual relationships. It's honestly crazy, especially when it comes to the witnesses alone. So it's like literally saying, oh, this is bad, that's bad. It's ludicrous, it's ridiculous.
Saying
that I don't believe in having sex before marriage.
If it's with somebody that you really care about, what's the big deal?
She's not wrong. Not wrong. But then again, Tara did bring up sex before marriage. She doesn't believe in that. And I completely understand that. There's some people who are willing to wait to get married. And I completely understand that. But to be literally be on the other side of that conversation, judging people for not waiting till they get married to do stuff like that is completely ludicrous. Everybody's free to do whatever they want to do.
The deal is that the Bible says it's wrong.
Do you have to do every little thing the Bible says?
Look, Lori,
she does because
I should have told you this before. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
You are?
Yes, and we take the Bible seriously. It says sex is for two people who are married.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so it didn't work out with you and Mark. But don't forget about the party Friday. Maybe you'll meet somebody else.
She literally got told all of that about how she's a witness. Still wants to hang out with her. And again, this is why I love this character, because she's still so sweet to Tara after finding out all that stuff. And also, I'm not gonna lie, Tara kind of dissed her a little bit, which is kind of like, I can understand where Tara was coming from, but at the same time, you're still like rude to this girl. And she's still being nice to you, invite you to the party. After being told that, do you know how many people I have somewhat told being witness before, and they have completely cut me off? And there's people like her who haven't cut me off, and yet I still had to cut them off because of me being a witness. And it's like, now I have no friends whatsoever. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I've been able to reconnect with people who were witnesses prior, and they're like EXJWs now, ex-witnesses. But I still haven't been able to talk to them because of where I'm at right now. Plan on moving out soon, but it's like at the same time, do you know how weird it is for someone who is a witness to find out you're a witness and they still want to hang out with you and live life like it's normal? Then Tara got go on and messing the whole entire thing up, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about in this next scene right over here.
Somebody who's more like you.
No, Lori, I don't think so. Not there.
Well, then just come and hang out with us girls.
Again, still being nice to her. Crazy. Crazy. Because if after Tara said that, I know most people would cut her off realistically. And don't get me wrong, there's few exceptions in real life where people will still be nice to you like this and still want to be friends with you. Even if you're a witness, they will not care because they find you a good person. And I don't blame her for being nice to Tara because they were literally friends with each other. She likes Tara, honestly.
Thanks, but I just wouldn't be comfortable at the party.
Okay, so you don't want to date guys and you don't want to go to parties. Don't you people have any kind of fun?
Of course we do. The Bible doesn't condemn fun. I would love to explain my beliefs. Maybe then all this would make more sense to you.
I don't know, Tara, it's late. Maybe another time.
Telling.
I'm not gonna lie, her being turned off by her, and she knew what was coming. She's like, you just had to go on ruining it by trying to push your relationship
Her all
down my
that
throat,
was
which is
not
completely
easy.
understandable.
But it was worth it. I think that Lori respected me for it.
Yeah, she respected you, but she was heartbroken too. You can tell she's upset because it's like you just completely cut off the relationship. Completely cut it off. It's like now she don't have a friend anymore, and that has to hurt because y'all were hanging out, buddy, watching music videos on the TV. I'm probably assuming like some sort of like discount MTV thing. It's like you just had to go on ruining it by like, oh yeah, I had to preach to you since I know you now. It's like, come on. Not everything is just to like literally just get something out of someone or to push a narrative or to show somebody's like religious beliefs on their throat like that. I just feel bad for like Lori has to be one of the best friend characters out of any GW movie I've ever seen. I'm standing on that hill. If anybody sees this video once I upload it on YouTube or everywhere else, if anybody sees this video and they disagree with me, you are completely holding to what you have as an opinion. But for me, she was probably one of the best friend characters in AJW movie next to our movie I'm going to review next tomorrow. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. But yeah, Tara just had to mess it up just by saying that one sentence. One sentence. And I hate that so much. And I gotta give Lori credit. Good job for her for seeing the writing on the wall and choosing to leave because she knew what have gone anyway.
And it felt good to finally stand up for what I believed.
It's like you cut a relationship because of one bad experience, even though Lori still cared to at least hang out with you and try to make things easier for you.
Wish that I had spoken up
Terrible.
earlier. It would have saved me a lot of pain.
This is the part. I'm just gonna fast forward this because I'm not gonna lie, I never really liked this part. She got reproved. That she's gonna admit she's in the wrong. Stacey's like, oh yeah, we can be friends now. Our stuff, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we can be friends now because we're all, in the same call, all this other stuff. But honestly, this movie's depiction of what real friends should be is completely unrealistic. Completely unrealistic. All I can just say is that I still like this movie now as a EXJW witness. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the scenes where they're hanging out together through New York. I always loved that as a kid because you kind of get to see them be normal and everything. But like, I don't like how they're going to portray her witness friends as good. But these were the same people who were literally judging her. Let's not forget that, literally judging her at the beginning of the movie. Hold on. Damn, I can't find the scene. But literally judging her at the beginning of the movie when she first came into that hall. And not to even mention, there are a fair share of witnesses who are dedicated or who might not be dedicated. Those who are dedicated, I don't judge them because, like, they're probably trying to leave, they're fed up, they're done, I don't judge them because at least they're normal. But those who are like dedicated still and literally want to break the rules and have it both ways and still be judging people for literally living out their lives, and yeah, they want to judge who you're friends with, all this other stuff. I hate that. I hate that honestly. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm not gonna lie, for my first time reviewing a JW movie, I probably could have done better. I will not lie about that. But next one tomorrow, probably do better on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For everybody watching, thank you for watching and putting up with me. I know that was probably unbearable, but yeah, my name is G Toxie. Much love, peace to you all, and see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And for everybody watching on YouTube, please comment and let me know what you think about my review of not only the August broadcast, my short reaction to that, but also my review of How to Make Real Friends, the Young People Axe movie from the 1990s. And tomorrow we are going to be watching. Damn. Yep, here we go. What will I do with my life? We are going to be watching that tomorrow. So, yeah, stay tuned for more quote unquote, I'll say more amateur deconstruction as I try to get better to deconstruct the thief that not only has destroyed so many lives, but has basically destroyed my life, and how I'm trying to basically come back from that. So, yeah, for everybody watching, thank you